So I've added some code here, not that different from my nav bar. I've got a component foo's. Again, I end up getting the state, but I also subscribe when the state changes. And here, I'm not really interested in the bars, I'm interested in the foo's. I also have an add random foo where I could call this method that I ended up putting up here before. Bars component, almost the exact same thing, except here we're subscribing, but we're looping over the bars. And I have two paths here, one for foo's and one for bars. And if I go over here, I could refresh this page, and I could see that my bars increase. I could add another bar. There's a little delay in here. And I could go back over here as well, and I could add another foo. But I'll notice I'll get an error. And the error is that I'm subscribing, but when I end up loading my foo's in here, my bars component is gone. But I'm trying to actually change the state, and I end up getting this warning message, and I don't want this warning message. So in order to get rid of that, what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to go back over here, and when I go to subscribe, I'm going to put in unsubscribe over here. And when the component, there's another lifecycle method, component will unmount, which will happen just before the component's about to unmount. And I'm going to call this unsubscribe, so I don't get that error. If I'm unmounting, I don't want to subscribe anymore, I'm going to unsubscribe. I've got to remember to catch it. And again, I should do this on my nav component too. My nav component doesn't throw an error because my nav component is always mounted because it's always here. There's no path for it. So let's open this up. I've got my foo and my bars. I'm going to add another foo. Go to my bars, add another bar, and I see that that error goes away. And there's quite a bit of work here to get this to work. I've always got to subscribe, and I've got to unsubscribe. Let's see if we could make it a little bit easier.